today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on their in-state rivals, the Houston Texans. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
The first carry now. This is Williams. Yeah, he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Milton's pass intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Stroud out of the gun here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
7, Cowboys nothing. Miami Fairbairn on the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Through him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And the Cowboys first down.
To throw is Milton. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up second and 3. At the 50-yard line.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Throwing is Milton. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and goal, Dallas.
To throw, it's Milton. Now a run here off the RPO. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
So here's a 3rd and 14. It looks like they'll move things around here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
But a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Yeah, this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down.
2nd down.
All right. 18. What's that? Hey, uno more.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd and 7. Milton. coverage and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Stroud looking to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
On the quick, right? 18. What's up?
Throwing now is Stroud. Open man, that's Jaden Higgins.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
How? What's that? 18. What's up? Why Tony? 19 Texas.
Stroud.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jimenez. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Mixon. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And Stroud now to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Milton.
This is caught at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
George Pickens.
56 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The kick is good.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Stroud working out of the gun. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. From the 23, here's the second down and 6.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. The Texans are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Again, it's Stroud. To the left side, finds his receiver Noel. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
All right. 18. What's that?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Jimenez. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run with a USC man, Woody Marks. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Why, Tony? Oh, ready? Hey, south. Look to hot.
Now Stroud. Will swing this out to Marks. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. In that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. He's just got to throw this one away.
One tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Milton now to throw. Going right back to Ferguson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll change things up.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Milton. Now he's going to step up and run. Wide open receiver complete. Well, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Milton. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Makes the score Cowboys.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That winds up pushing it back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Stroud to throw it.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Donovan Ezaraku providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line.
To throw is Milton. Over the middle, held in by Lamb.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Throwing is Milton. Finds Pickens out right.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
To throw, it's Milton.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
George Pickens
with an amazing diving catch. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Texans 21.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A huge play there for Houston. 54 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Stroud. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Here's third and goal now, back at the 11.
18. Buggy.
Operating from the gun. Stroud. And got his man. It's Clark. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield. So a solid return to the 50.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
Pushes him over. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown, Cowboys. Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Texans 28. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Open man left side, Shaheed has it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Marks now on 1st and 10. Fighting it off. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
18. What's that?
Operating from the gun. Stroud. He'll find Marks out of the backfield. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Why Tony?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That'll be complete to Marks. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
South. Here we go. Right. 18. What's up? Look the hot.
Stroud looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense broke pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big game downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go, let's go. On 18, let's hit.
Throwing now is Stroud. Down inside the 10.
And he'll take this one in for the Texans touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 152 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10. Milton.
Now he'll tuck this and run. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
19, here we go, 19, Lions. Go.
Back to throw. Milton. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Stroud.
As he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Let the hot.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Tony, south.
And Stroud now to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Why, Tony? Buggy. Whoa.
Throwing again is Stroud.
That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Gets this complete to Shaheed. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And that is incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
All right.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. That is caught. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
What's up? Why Tony?
Now Stroud. Throwing left sideline complete. It's Higgins. Touchdown! Jaden Higgins. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Texans 42, Cowboys 38. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Milton. From the out route and complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That's good for a Cowboys.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated.
The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
To throw is Stroud. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Oh, ready.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Stroud going to give him marks. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Stroud looks to throw.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
This is 1st and 10.
Deputy Ranger, Deputy Ranger, Deputy! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here comes 2nd down.
Cup 19, down! 70, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.